Welcome back to the car updating. Imagine standing in front of one of the most extreme machines ever created by Ferrari. The air feels different, almost heavier, like you are not looking at a normal car, but a future vision brought to reality. The 2026 Ferrari F80 doesn't just sit still. It dominates the space around it, even when the engine is off. The first thing that hits you is the design. It doesn't try to be beautiful in a soft or elegant way. Instead, it looks sharp, aggressive, and almost surgical. Every line on the body has a purpose. There is no extra decoration, no unnecessary curves, just for styling. Everything is built for airflow, downforce, and speed. The front end is extremely low and wide, almost like it's hugging the ground. The headlights are thin and sharp, giving it a focused expression, like the car is permanently locked onto the road ahead. The front aero channels are deeply carved, directing air in a very controlled way under and around the body. As you move closer, you start noticing how extreme the carbon fiber structure is. The paint is almost secondary to the engineering underneath. The body feels like it was carved by wind, rather than designed by humans. Even standing next to it, you can sense that this machine was not made for comfort or city cruising. It was made for speed that borders on violence. Now walk slowly along the side of the car. The silhouette is low, stretched, and extremely tight around the cockpit. The cabin looks like it has been compressed into a fighter jet-style capsule. The glass area is minimal, almost like a visor. The wheels are massive, pushed out to the corners, giving it a very planted stance. The aerodynamics on the side are not just for show. You can see deep air channels, vents, and sculpted surfaces designed to manage airflow at extremely high speeds. The car looks like it is constantly in motion, even when standing still. Now move toward the rear. This is where the F80 becomes even more dramatic. The rear diffuser is huge, almost exaggerated, but it is not for looks. It is designed to literally glue the car to the road at high speed. The active rear wing sits integrated into the body and adjusts depending on speed and driving mode. At high speeds, it rises and transforms the entire rear profile of the car. The exhaust setup is compact but aggressive. Everything is tightly packed, engineered for performance rather than visual luxury. And when you look at it from behind, it feels like the car is ready to attack the track at any moment. Now let's step inside. The interior is completely different from luxury cars. This is not about comfort, wood trim, or soft leather luxury. This is about focus. When you open the door, you immediately notice how minimal everything is. The cabin is built around the driver, not the passenger. In fact, the passenger seat feels almost secondary, like it is there just because regulations require it. The driver's seat is positioned slightly forward in a unique layout, giving the feeling that you are sitting inside the core of the machine. Everything around you is carbon fiber. The steering wheel is compact, inspired by Formula One design, with integrated controls for driving modes, performance settings, and hybrid systems. There is no traditional infotainment distraction in the way normal cars have it. Even the screens are minimal and focused only on essential driving data: speed, RPM, energy flow, temperature, and performance stats. That's it. When you sit in it, you don't feel like you are in a luxury cabin. You feel like you are inside a performance instrument. Now, let's talk about what is under all this design. The heart of the 2026 Ferrari F80 is a 3.0-liter V6 hybrid engine combined with multiple electric motors. Together, this system produces around 1,184 horsepower. That number alone tells you everything about this machine. But raw numbers don't explain the real feeling. The power delivery is instant. The hybrid system fills in torque immediately, while the engine builds continuous force. The result is brutal acceleration that feels almost unreal. It launches from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just over 2 seconds, pushing the limits of what road-legal cars can do. But what makes it more special is not just straight-line speed. It is how controlled it feels even at extreme performance levels. The all-wheel drive hybrid system distributes power in a way that keeps the car stable, even when pushing hard out of corners. Now imagine driving it on a track. You turn into a corner, and the steering responds instantly. There is no delay. The front end feels connected directly to your thoughts. The aerodynamics start working even at moderate speeds, pressing the car down into the road as you accelerate out of the corner. The rear wheels push with enormous force, while the electric motors fill in any gaps in power delivery. The car doesn't hesitate, it just goes. Braking is equally extreme. Carbon ceramic racing brakes bring the car down from high speeds with incredible force. You feel your body being pulled forward as the car slows down in a controlled, almost violent way. And yet, even with all this performance, Ferrari has managed to make it usable on real roads. The suspension adapts. The hybrid system manages energy intelligently, and the car can be driven at lower speeds without feeling uncomfortable. Now, let's talk about price and exclusivity. The 2026 Ferrari F80 sits in the hypercar category, with a price starting well above $3 million depending on specification and customization. And even at that price, you cannot simply walk into a showroom and buy one. Production is extremely limited. With only a few hundred units planned worldwide, each car is likely already allocated to collectors and VIP Ferrari clients before production even begins. This is not a mass-produced machine. It is a collector's piece, a technological showcase, and a statement of what Ferrari engineering can achieve at its absolute peak. Now step back and think about what this car really represents. It is not just about speed. It is not just about design. It is about pushing the limit of what is possible. When hybrid technology, aerodynamics, and racing heritage come together in one machine, the Ferrari F80 is not trying to be practical. It is not trying to be comfortable. It is trying to be unforgettable. Every part of it has been engineered with one purpose: performance beyond imagination. And when you see it in motion, everything changes. The way it slices through air, the way the rear wing adjusts, the way it stays glued to the ground at high speed, it feels less like a road car and more like a Formula One machine adapted for reality. In the end, the 2026 Ferrari F80 is not just another hypercar. It is a message from Ferrari about where the future of extreme performance is going. And once you understand that, you realize this is not a car you simply look at. It is a machine you experience.